Diwan is with us with his thoughts on the market here and now. Prakash, good morning. Good to have you here. The market here, let's focus on that. Lots of individual sectors, stocks, etc. in focus. Let's start with the city gas companies. You heard Solar outline the gas cut allocation once again. And I think there's one more round of downgrades, this time from JP Morgan. What's your view, Prakash?
Good morning, Prashant. So, yeah, I think the news flow continues to be a bit unfavorable for all the city gas players. But you know what's likely to happen eventually, and we spoke about this somewhere last year. I'm not too sure in terms of timelines, but there is an anticipation that there is going to be a glut on gas. And if we manage the transportation logistics correctly, so that to the end user there is an ability to pass on this benefit. You could probably start seeing all of these issues, all of these cuts that have been announced, the APM regime, that could probably start getting mitigated. So at that point in time, it kind of bottoms out. So I don't know when that happens, but Donald Trump has been talking about increasing gas supplies, and even because that's part of the overall scheme of things in terms of bringing fuel costs down there. So my sense is that you'll have to wait for the pain to kind of bottom out. And once that trough happens, then you could start looking at an MGL, IGL, depending on what your call is in terms of the growth prospects. But till then, yes, it could probably be sideways, a bit soft. But incrementally, any positive news in terms of supply side, or pricing in terms of softness of pricing could probably be a good opportunity to start buying into it. But yes, right now, stay away. Let the dust settle and then probably look at it sometime later. My sense is that could probably be about 3-4 months away.
Right. Prakash, good morning. I'd like your thoughts on two-wheelers and what your pecking order there would be, because there was news across all the three major two-wheelers. We had, Eicher Motors' good results, among the top nifty gainers in the previous trading session. Bajaj was also in focus because of the commentary that came in from Rajiv Bajaj at the Global Leadership Summit. And then you have Hero MotoCorp. Good numbers, they maintain their margin guidance as well. All these stocks, in fact, Hero MotoCorp and Bajaj are down about 20-25% from their highs as well. Would you revisit them?
Good morning, Mangalam. So, we've been speaking about Hero being in a better position because all the bad news that would be possible was probably penciled in somewhere around in the first quarter numbers itself. There was this, whole element of adventurism that Hero had also got into in terms of wanting to launch premium bikes, compete with Bajaj, compete with Eicher. But they've gone back to their core focus, and that's entry-level bikes, affordable entry-level bikes. And I think that's in anticipation of any sort of a rural pickup in demand, because that's where they score. One very interesting thing is that the inventory at the dealerships is actually at one of the lowest levels in recent years. So that whole thing of restocking could probably be a very big benefit. Now, whether that happens during this festive season, we'll of course wait for the numbers in another 10 days time from here. But eventually, I think Hero will probably benefit out of this demand revival better than or before the others do, whether it's Eicher or a TVS. But that is something which we'll have to wait till almost like December. But I think at these levels, it's bottomed out again, very similar to a lot of the OEMs where growth hasn't happened, whether you look at in CVs, some of them in PVs as well. So auto is going to be something, and I track this sector closely. That's why I can tell you, it's not going to be an outperformer going ahead. So for this 1 year, it'll probably be consolidation, a lot of reorientation in the business models, distribution patterns, and the new launches that they're talking about is something which they need to time very well. So I hope all that happens in time. But at this point in time, yeah, Hero could probably benefit a bit relatively better than Eicher and Bajaj. But I would recommend a buy in any of the two-wheeler stocks for the time.